Hi, today we're gonna be going over my Rage amplifier for endurance. First, let's start with a quick overview of the tunnels. Most of the houses spawn down here, like here, there, and some of them are gonna be spawning up here and up here. So first on this side, they come all the way here, some are gonna get pushed down below, some are gonna be dying inside the timeout. Then they just go all the way here. And for the next pathing, for all the ones that spawn up here, they're gonna be not going this way. I'm going up the ramp, and same as before. And then the ones that spawn down here, they get hit for all these traps and go up this other ramp. For the block off on this side, we have this to prevent any flingers and lovers from going all the way through the home base and try to throw from there. Just one layer is enough. Then we have this and this to block the ramp. No floors down here, no edit floors. Then another two layers, one here, one here. This is mainly to prevent flingers from pushing here, and sometimes they would phase if you didn't have enough block off on this side. So maybe you can remove some of the pieces, but this one works, so I'm keeping all of that for now. Then for the other side, you may recognize the block off from Mage Rob's videos, because we use the same one, recommended by Dan. It's just floors here, there's another floor down here, down here, down here, here, another down here, another down there, there, and here, all of that to shift the lava bomb. And here we just have floors, 8 ramps, more. Now for the track perks, let's start with the Seal Electric Fields. Here we're gonna be using these ones. Energy, critical rating, crit damage, durability. For these starting ones, for the dynamos, I'm using them with reload. It's these ones. Crit rating, crit damage, and reload. You could use the ones without reload and with an extra crit damage, but they have a very long reload, so I prefer using these ones at the start of the tunnels. Then for these angles, since they are only at the beginning, we're just using these ones. 5 durability, 1 reload. For this one, and that one. Then for this one and the other one here, it's this one with double reload speed and the rest durability. Here we're gonna be using 2 healing wall launchers, these ones. Triple impact, double reload, and heals attached. This is just in case this run breaks, because if the run breaks, some of the guys are gonna be trying to break through the block off and to go up here, breaking this. So using these ones are gonna buy you time. And then the wall darts are gonna be killing any house that is still here trying to break. All the wall darts are gonna be the same we used for home base. These ones. With crit rating, double crit damage, damage and durability. So every shot is gonna be doing the max damage. Here for the dynamos, again, since these ones are at the start of the tunnel, I'm gonna be using one reload too. These ones. But since these are on the same tile, we're using one of each. One with reload and one without reload. That way the reloads are gonna be alternating. Then for the freeze traps, we're gonna be using no impact, just 3 durability to reload and effect duration. You don't really need impact for regular has and huskies, at least on at the start of the tunnels. And smashers, you don't wanna freeze them here. We're gonna be killing them in the smasher timeouts. We're gonna be getting to that in a minute. And we're gonna be putting the freeze traps. This one pushing the house down this way. This one is gonna be pushing them this way. This one pushes them that way. And this one back to the ramp. And here we're using another one just in case any house face through the ramp and they fall here. They're gonna be freeze here for a while the wall dart is killing them. And then all the gas traps. We're using a few of the gas traps. It's gonna be these ones. Crit rating, crit damage, crit damage and effect duration. Then all the ceiling sappers are gonna be the same perk. These ones. Damage, crit rating, crit damage. Because even though they have a very long reload, they're gonna be doing a lot of damage. Like almost 1 million every hit. So they have a very good chance to one-shot most of the stuff. We use a lot of them here at the end, mostly. Then the retractable floor spikes, we're gonna be using these ones. Crit rating, crit damage, crit damage and durability. You don't need reload on them. They already have a very low reload time. Then for the broadsides, since these two are at the end, you don't really need reload on them. So we're gonna be using these ones with damage, crit rating, crit damage. Because even though they have a 12-second reload, none of the regular casts should make it here, only smashers. So you want the most damage possible if any smasher made it past the timeouts. Thing with these dynamos, since they are at the end, you don't really need the reload, so they're gonna be the ones we said, with double crit damage instead of the reload. For these other perks, since these are on the same tile, again, we're using the double reload ones, and one with one reload. So the reloads are alternating. Same Gastrop as the others, same Dynamo with the reload. Reload, same darts as the others. Here this drop trap is mainly just to push any propanes that are trying to get inside the tunnel, and gives the sunwalls more chances to actually remove the propane tanks from them. So you can use any tire you want, like triple durability, double reload, or just the usual crit rating, crit damage reload. These ones are the ones I'm using. Once we get to the top of the ramp, here there's a dart on the other side. This one is 80 as a window. And this one is another of the double reload durability. These wall launchers, I'm using these ones with one impact, triple reload, double reload, triple durability. You can also use like without any impact if you have those. Both do the same job, like just pushing them down here and inside the timeout. Here, two of the broadsides are gonna have reload. These ones. Crit rating, crit damage, and reload. That way they're shooting here more often. And this one is gonna be shooting often. But this one we're gonna be using without any reload, just with crit damage. That way the reloads are going at different times on these ones. And same redetectable perks as the other one. Here I'm using one wooden floor spike, just because at this point most of the husk they won't be affected by the tar pits, because they're gonna be frozen a few times here, and they're gonna be impacted by the sound walls already, so they don't have any more impact uses left. So we're using a floor spike to slow them down for the gas trap to do more damage. And that one, the same as in home base, we're using this one, crit rating, crit damage, and crit damage. Then for these other sound walls, since that one was double reload, this one shouldn't be double reload since they're gonna have the same. So I'm using the next fastest one. It's this one. Instead of a golden reload here, this one is a bit slower than the other one, so they're gonna be different here and here. So the same hash that triggered the first sound wall triggers the other one, but slowly they're gonna be having different reloads. Same here, since that one is already gonna be triggered by the same hash, and this one should be different. So I'm using with one blue reload here. Then this one, since this one is also gonna affect the ones that come this way, this one can also be like the regular double reload. Usually the hash that trigger all of these ones is already gonna be dead at this point, so you can use that one again. The way these timeouts are gonna work is we're using these wall lights that are gonna be triple impact, double reload, and effect duration. You don't need them to be 144, you can use 130s, but these ones are the ones I had, so. Basically the smasher is gonna come here, get stuck, the wall lights are gonna push them inside, and they're gonna be hit by all these traps at the same time. Then when it escapes, it gets stuck again, the wall light's gonna push them back again once more, and try to escape, and so on until the 5 uses are gone, like the thing that was introduced this update. The only reason we're using 2 timeouts is because sometimes there's more than one smasher coming at the same time, and one gets past the first timeout while the wallet is reloading, so that's why we have the second one. Or maybe it's not a smasher that triggered it, it's just a husky that made it past the traps and triggered the reload on the wall lights. Usually any smasher is gonna die here on Y22 and below, but sometimes on Y26, when all these traps are starting to run out, some of the water smashers can make it to the end. And this is the reason why I'm not using like walls here, and I'm pushing them all the way down, because on Y26 smashers tend to aim for that wall instead of that one like they usually should. So they start charging from here and they charge in diagonal, breaking all the traps that I had placed here. So I just removed all the items I had in those spots and moved them back here. And also any regular has to actually make it to the end when the traps are running out. They usually stand here breaking this wall, or they come here trying to come this way and break this wall. That's why we're using the traps like in this pathing instead of just making it like straight. Now, there are two common ways that this build can fail. The first one, sometimes a smasher or an explosion from a propane can break this ramp. Most of the husks are gonna just change the pathing and come this way. But some of them, if they spawn too much to this side, if they are smashers, they're gonna start breaking through the block off, and that can make it fail. Because once this block off is broken, all the husks are gonna be coming this way and just skipping almost the whole tunnel and just getting to the amplifier faster. And then the other reason it can fail, you can't stand like anywhere on this side of the map while the amp is being attacked, because otherwise all the assassin hats are gonna be trying to break through this block off here and trying to get to you, or some of them are gonna jump down here and trying to get to you too. Usually it's lovers, and those are gonna start throwing at the amp from this side. Usually they don't do it, they don't take that pathing unless you are standing on the wrong side. This build is made so you are standing on my AFK spot, like that, there. That way, while you are here, you are trying to guide them in a straight line to you. All the assassin hats are gonna be coming inside the tunnel without issue. Also, the reason why this is just a half stair instead of a full ramp is because smashers can sometimes phase through the stairs, and if it was a full ramp, they would just break it and making the build fail. Instead of this way, they usually just phase and they can walk around and go up again without issue. So it makes it so most of the time the ramp shouldn't break. I'm gonna show you now a clip of smashers doing it, like during a match. And then for the mini boss, as you can see, there's walls almost all around the amp. The boss is usually gonna break this wall and this one and start moving back and forth here for the rest of the way without doing anything. Sometimes they also break one or two more walls like here, but it doesn't really matter. These are mostly just to buy time, and in case a smasher actually makes it to the end, there's more walls to distract the smashers from breaking here instead of breaking everything inside the tunnel. And that's pretty much it. I've been using this build or another versions of the same build for the past like 6 months, so it's a very stable build. So yeah, let me know how it goes for you, and see you on the next upload.